For this adventure, we did a bit of surfing, but first we had to go and fix Tiffany's broken down car. There was a bit of a hiccup trying to pick up a new OBD2 reader at the hardware store. It seems the management had lost the keys to the security shelf, so we used the keys to the city, which they had plenty of in stock, to cut the lock open to get the chorin' done. Once that was done, we headed on down to Solana Beach to meet up with my brother-in-law Jarrett. Jarrett and my sister were there, along with some pretty big waves, and not being a big wave surfer, I was plenty nervous. Managed to take off on this one fun wave, where one guy was in my way and I couldn't make it all the way down the line, but it was still quite the experience, getting tossed around like a rag doll. Seeing how surf was pretty big everywhere, we decided to head somewhere familiar, down to Scripps Pier. Me and Nudie paddled right on out into the 4 to 6 foot surf and had ourselves a bit of fun. There was plenty of fun waves to be found, but there was also quite a few wipeouts that I took straight to the face. It's always a little bit of a battle to find a fun makeable wave here at Scripps. These short closing out shoulders are pretty common. Sometimes you paddle for a wave that looks great and it kind of dies out and gets mushy for a bit of a ways, until you come across to the inside, which has a fun little closeout section. Some waves you just don't really stand a chance, and you just gotta enjoy the fact that at least you're splashing around in God's beautiful ocean. Throw up a couple shakas. It's important to remember that the ocean is a big, powerful thing, and even though you're in a spot that you're extremely familiar with, things can get out of hand pretty quick. From experience, I should have known that I should be paddling with the current instead of against the current towards this pylon, which I got pinned up against pretty dangerously. Luckily, I was able to kick off the pylon and continue paddling south of the pier, which is the direction I should have been paddling the whole time, which thoroughly confused my drone pilot, my dear friend Nudie. So it's important to always remember you're a tiny pesky human in a giant ocean, and it's best not to try to fight it and just find your way through these currents and navigate them accordingly. Then you'll find yourself right back out in the lineup, enjoying life, waiting to catch your next wave. Nudie here is still confused on whether or not I was going to surf north or south of the pier. I headed back north as to not impose myself on a new group of surfers, and paddled my way right into this fun little left. The moral of the story is to remember that you're a small, insignificant thing in a global-sized pool of water and energy, and to use the experiences you've had to enjoy this energy, rather than fight it and wind up looking like a total kook. Every surf trip is an adventure.